The Global Partnership for the Prevention of Armed Conflict, or GPPAC, is a global civil society-led network which seeks to build an international consensus on peace building and the prevention of violent conflict. 55 civil society practitioners representing all 15 regions of the world traveled to the Philippines for annual strategic planning, identification of new challenges facing civil society efforts in conflict prevention.
GPPAC includes a network of over 2,000 NGOs coordinating efforts with government and international organizations.
The offer to host the ISGA was precisely to bring the network to interact, wet their feet, so to speak, in the local context and see how a global network links itself to the local context, and vice versa, and how also the local context can appreciate a network or a formation.
What is the added value of GPPAC for us is that we exchange experiences with many practitioners from almost each continent, actually. It's not only that we act as independent organizations who come and talk about their own programs in the regions, but we have got joint programs and joint interests, actually.
Our partners are in Eastern and Central Africa. We have had the opportunity to meet together and convene and discuss about issues of conflict that are transnational, and be able then to respond collectively with our partner organizations in the countries within Eastern and Central Africa.
In April of this year, 2009, South Africa conducted a national election, and there were a lot of fears that the elections would be violent because of political divisions within the country at the time. So the three regional secretariats for GPPAC in Africa, NPI for Eastern Central Africa, WANEP for West Africa, and Accord for the Southern Africa region, came together and organized an election observation and violence monitoring mission to South Africa.
So we are the South Asian initiator in the GPPAC, and we implement almost all the programs which come under the GPPAC, such as peace education programs, raising of awareness, then early warning, early response.
To have a network of people who can respond in a preventive action well in advance of a crisis situation in Central America.
It's just not possible, to resolve these cross-border issues being only in your own country. That we need this regional approach. That's why we came up together and decided to set up a network, because this network is about, one, how to promote peace and tolerance in the cross-border area, which is so multi-ethnic. More than 80 different ethnicities are located there. And being part of GPPAC is actually gave us an opportunity to see how other regions achieved, this cooperation with international organizations, which became a bridge between the civil society and the government institutions in their region.
GPPAC facilitates multi-stakeholder dialogues to develop comprehensive infrastructures for conflict prevention and peace building.
We have a network. We can reach out across different regions of the world. We need to do a lot of work to support and prepare civil society to engage with those discussions, build that informed debate, informed by the experiences of our different network members. And then we also have the infrastructure, so to say, for people to engage with those debates in an effective way with the political community, with the security forces themselves, because they don't speak the same language.
No, there is no one entity all over the world can say that we can do peace, I can do peace, and nobody, even let's say United States or the United Nations, nobody can do all of the peace. But at the same time, nobody has the right to say that I can do nothing for peace. Anybody can contribute.
Nobody has really relationship to their government as civil society. If we can't get that, then we need alternative strategies and strategize together. How can we all lobby towards the Arab League, for example, which is far more open to civil society issues.
Rather than looking at the constitution to be a stumbling block to the advancement of peace. Now, civil society can bring this debate and can engage on that and influence the political actors to understand that we are not slaves of a constitution, but rather the constitutions are framed to facilitate how we coexist peacefully and how we relate and take into account one another's needs.
Within GPPAC, the linkage between the whole advocacy, awareness raising, and the media component is critical, because we can bring the voices from civil society, be able to relate those stories out to the media, but that can also become the basis of the policy position.
When GPPAC members come to Washington, they can meet with Congress and the Pentagon and interact with U.S. policymakers who are making decisions that impact the work of conflict prevention in their regions. Visit our website to learn more about the work of the Global Partnership for the Prevention of Armed Conflict at www.gpac.net.